Yeah, hi, good evening, everyone. So, give me 1 or 2 minutes, guys. I'm just opening my YouTube on my end, and so that we can discuss with each other whether I'm clearly audible and the screen is visible or not. Just give me a second. There is a slight delay in my internet. Yeah, guys. Please let me know in the chat. Am I clearly audible and the screen is visible? So, today we are going to discuss about the recent questions which is asked in TCS on campus, guys. So, we have collected a lot of information across the different resources, and here we are. And before starting the video, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let's wait for notification to send to all the users so that we can start our session without any further delay. Okay, so guys, in today's video I'm going to tell you what are the slight changes or any model changes happened in TCS on campus. We will discuss in this video, and also I will share you the slot wise coding questions whatever they so far asked. We will discuss about them. Okay, so before going to start, please follow us on all our social media handles so that you will get a immediate hiring updates, guys. And those who comment on this live video after the completion, they will get free access to our Prep Insta Prime. So let's start without any further delay. And these are the few important things you need to take care in the examination. As you guys already know, this time also I'm explaining the same. There is no negative marking. Sir, what is the coding questions are there in second? Yeah, I will discuss Sudarshan in this session. Don't worry. Guys, there is no negative marking as a last year. And also, section wise switching is not allowed, which means, for example, if you are in foundation section, you can't switch to advanced section. Okay. So once completed the foundation section, then only automatically you will redirect to the advanced section. And subsection switching is also not allowed, which means, for example, if you are writing numerical ability section, you have to complete the total 25 minutes. Then only you can able to switch to the other section that is called either verbal ability or reasoning ability. So once you are in some particular section, you can't navigate to the other sections. And the timer also individually given to the each section. It is not a combined timer. For each and every section, there is an individual timer will run. Okay, so you don't need to worry about time management. Only you need to manage your time for the particular section only. Next, when coming to the question switching is allowed, which nothing but, for example, you are in a numerical ability. You have 20 questions. You can switch from 1 to 20 or 20 to 15 or 15 to 7th question or 7th question to 12th question. You can switch between the any number of questions within the section. Okay, you can't go to reasoning topic. You can be in the numerical ability, but you can switch between these questions. So you can flag them for the latter try. Like that you can do, you will get a lot of options for that. And next, the most important one is browser tab switching. If you do this type of things, immediately the proctory what they are doing is they are ending the exam immediately, guys. So it is not allowed. Whatever the apps running in the background, automatically whenever the TCS exam launch is happened, they will be closed. Or before launching the TCS examination, please close all the tabs. Unnecessary tabs don't keep. And once it is happened, you can't able to switch the tab. If you switch the tab or browser tab, what will happen? Exam immediately will be stopped. So it will leads to disqualification of your journey in the TCS. And also, there is a difference between on campus and off campus. On campus, the examinations are going on in college itself. So, that's it about the important topics. And when coming to numerical ability, part A, foundation section, there is no pattern change this year. TCS didn't change the pattern. They are asking the same pattern in this similar way we have discussed in the earlier videos, which is nothing but 20 questions they are asking in 25 minutes, 20 questions they are asking in reasoning ability and numerical ability, and 25 questions they are asking in verbal ability. So here, this time, according to the students, I have taken the feedback. Verbal ability is easy to medium. Even a lot of people said verbal ability is easy, but they struggled a little bit in the reading comprehension. So that's why I said easy to medium. Next, reasoning ability. They said it is very easy. When coming to the numerical ability, everyone said very difficult. So this time, the game changer is numerical ability. If you prepared numerical ability very well, then you can able to score more and you have a high chances to get selected for TCS. Why? Because if the people said the difficulty level is very high or the numerical ability is very difficult, means maybe the students who has given the feedback to me are not prepared. 50% I can say they didn't prepare the numerical ability. And new pattern changes. No, there is no pattern changes much. I have seen the few problems given from the students. Only the thing is they changed the priority of the questions, which is nothing but earlier what we said is from the partnerships hardly you will get one question. But yesterday whenever the exam happened in one slot, the partnerships got 2 to 3 questions. And in another slot, mensuration is given 2 to 3 questions. So the priority of few topics is increased this year. That's why we always say learn every topic which is required for the company. And based on the previous years, we will give the priority. So this time what they did is they have asked and they changed a little bit priority with the different topics. For example, time and work. In one slot, there is not even one question from the time and work. That means you can observe. In another slot, based on time, speed, distance, and boats and streams, they have asked 2 to 3 questions. So, time, speed, distance, boats and streams, problem on trains, all three are same topics, right? So, they asked 2 to 3 questions based on them itself. They skipped the time and work. So, slot to slot, they change the weightage of the topics. You can't say which topic it will give you the same number of questions or like that. Slot to slot, it is changing. So, in a generalized manner, again, I have recreated our numerical ability syllabus, reasoning ability syllabus, verbal ability syllabus. So, please go through them in a proper way. And when coming to the advanced quant and logical, people said advanced quant is very easy when compared to the numerical ability. So imagine how much difficult level questions they have asked in numerical ability. And when coming to the logical also, they said easy. So those who are practiced, they can easily clear. Why? Because they ask the questions on arrangements more and blood relations and statements and conclusions and also data sufficiency related questions. They asked more. So it's very easy. When coming to the advanced quant, they asked about elementary statistics and also they asked about data interpretation. And also in the advanced quant, they have asked about cubes, folding, unfolding, and mirror and water images. That's why people said this type of advanced quant is easy. When coming to the coding, I will discuss about the coding in detail after 5-10 minutes. Don't worry. Okay. First, we will see what are the topics you need to take care for your on-campus examination. So, for the numerical ability, this time elementary statistics, and guys, I have written also. Let me see. Okay, in one slot, percentages and profit and loss together asked 2 to 3 questions. And in some examination, mensuration is asked a lot of questions, like 2 to 3 questions. That's what we mentioned, right? Next, number system is asked in advanced quant. One question in advanced quant. Next, equations. They asked this time 2 to 3 questions. Last time, equations don't have high priority. This time, they asked equation related questions 2 to 3. And again, I'm saying this. This might be very slot to slot. Okay. In some slots, percentages are having high priority. In some slots, mensuration have a high priority. And in some slots, partnerships has high priority. So these are the list of the topics mandatorily you have to prepare this time. And I haven't seen the students saying probability hardly they got one question. And ratio proportions also they got very less questions, guys. And mostly simplifications they said very easy problems they have given. So simplifications you can prepare and you'll get 2 questions for sure. In one slot they got 2 to 3 questions also. So whatever the list of the topics I have given, slot to slot weight is got changed. So please take care properly and prepare properly. This time, according to myself, the important topics are partnerships, speed time boards and streams, simplifications, equations, data interpretation, percentages, elementary statistics, and mensuration. These are the high weighted topics this year when compared to the remaining, which means on an average 2 questions we got from these underlying topics. And the remaining topics we are getting at least 1 question. Why? Because overall 20 questions we have, right? So this is what you need to learn. And when coming to the reasoning, people said cubes and cuts and folds is there. Attention to the details also they got 1 to 2 questions. Blood relations, arrangements, visual reasoning related questions also they got. Data sufficiency and statement and assumptions. This time syllogism, I think 1 or 2 questions we have seen rarely, people said. So coding, decoding also they got regularly like 1 or 2 questions. So whatever the highlighted topics we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These 8 topics you will get at least 14 to 12 questions. So on an average 2 to 3 questions you will get for sure. Sorry, 2 to 2.5 questions at least. So please practice these topics also. Guys, again I'm saying this is a feedback from the students and I'm sharing directly with you. So before going to further, please like the video, whoever watching. Sir, I haven't received my admit card for the on-campus yet. May I know when will I expect this? Praveen, it's totally depends on your college uh, officer, placement officer. For off-campus, we can guide you, but for on-campus, this is totally internally it will happen. We can't say anything. What is the coding questions are in the second shift of 13 November? Yeah, we will discuss that. Coding question language is very difficult. Ashutosh, how many of you given already the on-campus exam? Please share the coding questions you have, guys, in the live session itself. If it is there, I will explain also in the live session. Those who have completed the exam, post the question you got faced in your exam. And when coming to the verbal English or English ability, reading comprehension is the key maker, and sentence correction, error identification, and grammar is the crucial things. So they are given para jumbles also and sentence completion also. But take care of these topics, whatever I have highlighted. Okay. So I am not going to talk much about all these things. So I have given what are the numerical ability high weightage this year, and reasoning ability this year, and verbal ability. And when coming to the advanced quant, guys, advanced quant, everyone said easy to medium. Again, the topics are, they said like, or arrangements they have given the problems, blood relations they have given, statement conclusion, data sufficiency, and percentages, data interpretation, and elementary statistics. These are the questions they have given. Okay, next. And if you guys are looking to prepare for TCS, we are launched the TCS crash course. You can utilize it. If you're already a Prime subscriber, you don't need to take the TCS crash course. If you're already a Prime subscriber, TCS crash course also free. You can directly log in and you can access that. And also, guys, if you are learning for TCS, here is the simple approach I can say. Take the Prepinsta Prime subscription and you can start your preparation, guys. Whether you are preparing for trending courses or popular skills like Gen data science, data analytics, artificial intelligence, and all, you can prepare from us. Around 200 plus courses we have. And also, if you want to learn full stack, you can learn. Or if you want to clear any coding question, or if you want to start your coding journey, you can learn C, C++, Java, or Python here. And with the data structures algorithms, also you can learn from here. And when coming to the aptitude, you can learn quant, logical, verbal, data interpretation, and visual reasoning, everything from our Prepinsta Prime. And all these courses you will get for a single subscription, that is Prepinsta Prime. And also, I would like to say this, we got a TCS Code Beta results out. And if you guys already written TCS Code Beta, please check the results. Yeah, Orange Rock, if you got 7,000 rank, once the TCS Code Beta competition was completed, after that, those who clear the round 1, they will get the mails from TCS directly during, I think, January or Feb. You will get, not immediately. Once the competition is completed, then they will send, not in between. Okay. So all these courses, guys, for example, if you want to do the projects or if you want to learn the computer science subjects for your interview purpose, you can get everything with a single subscription, that is Prepinsta Prime, and use the coupon code KTK Max and get the 100%, get a maximum discount. Let's dive into the coding questions now. So I'm looking into the chart. Okay. So look into the few questions asked in slot wise. So guys, this is the coding question shared by one of our students and online in the research I did. So a lot of online resources I have taken these questions for the educational purpose only. So just look into the coding questions. The coding questions in the one slot they have asked. Question is n is equal to they have given 10 and m is equal to they have given 4 and the output you need to print as 120. This is a one slot question is given yesterday, which is nothing but n is nothing but they will give you. So clearly understand, guys. The question explanation is very important. For example, n is given as 10, right? So you have they will write like 1 2. Give me a second. I am erasing this. Yeah. So we have to take 1 to 10 numbers. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. They have given a bunch of instructions. I have just simplified for you. I will explain in a direct manner. So n is 10 is given, right? So 1 to 10. You have to add the numbers in a such a way that if you pick a particular number, you can't pick adjacent numbers. And if you pick a random number, you can't pick the adjacent numbers. And if you pick a some number, you can't pick the adjacent numbers. So which is nothing but if the I value at this place, I minus 1 element and I plus 1 elements cannot be picked. And the question is nothing but you have to add the numbers in a possible way and you need to get the maximum sum. And the result, whatever you get maximum sum, you have to multiply with m value. That is nothing but 4. So whatever the sum you will get, that will be the maximum you have to choose. From that maximum, you have to multiply m. This is the question they have asked in a generalized way. And how we can do this problem is nothing but in a simplified manner I will explain. Which is nothing but if I take 1, next I can't take 2. Next I will take 3, right? If I take 3, I can't take 2 and 3, 2 and 4. So I can take 5 again. Again, if you choose 5, you can't choose 4 and 6. So 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus. Next, if I choose 7, I can't choose 6 and 8. Okay, cool. So 7 plus next 9. And if you observe, if I started from beginning, it won't be a good approach also. Approach is wrong. Why? Because the maximum element got skipped. So rather than this, if I do it in reverse direction, for example, if I choose in the maximum value first, the next maximum value will be 8. I have to skip 9. And 7 must be skipped. So I can choose 6 next. I have to skip 5. So I have to choose 4. I have to skip 3. I have to choose 2. So if you carefully observe, either I can add odd numbers or I can add even numbers. That is 10 plus 8 plus 6 plus 4 plus 2 is equal to 0. Sorry, equal to 30. Here it is equal to 25. Now tell me guys, even sum is more or odd sum is more? If you carefully observe, even sum is more, right? Now tell me, how will you write the code for using loops or recursion? Tell me in the comment section. I am waiting for your reply. This is the one of the question they asked in the TCS. If you are writing the examination, how you will write the code for this problem? Yeah, I'm looking into the chart, guys. Pranav Rajput, you can directly go to the TCS Codebeta portal. Search for TCS Codebeta in the home page itself. They said declare the results. You can log in and you can enter your details and you can able to know whether you cleared it or not. Okay. So what we usually do, we will write a for loop and I will take the first value as 10 and I will decrease it by n minus 2 and what I will do is sum is equal to sum plus I value. So I value I will take it as 10 and every time it will reduce it to by 2 until it will become a less than n. So like this you guys will do, right? So if you approach this, then you may not get all test cases passed. Why? Because if you use for loop, the time complexity is O of n. Remember guys, for this simple problem, they have given 35 minutes of time. Are they fools to give 35 minutes of time for this simple problem to implement the for loop? No. Actually, what they're looking for is you need to create optimized solution. So many people think that this is an easy question. But trust me, if you implement through for loop, only you can solve 50% test case only. For the large data or the large data set, this problem won't work or this approach won't work. Why? Because what is the time complexity? O of n. When the n become larger, then your algorithm or your code will fail. How to do the code? It's very easy. Just look at here, n is equal to 10, m is equal to 4, and the output must be equal to 120, which is equal to 30 into 4, right? So sum is 30. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, guys, if n is even, I have to do even sum. I will write in this direction. Okay. If the n is even, I have to do even sum. If the n is odd, for example, n is value is given as 5, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Odd element sum is more now. If n is odd number sum is more. If n is even number sum will be more. So, if n is odd, you have to find odd sum, which is equal to, what is the sum of even numbers formula? This is what you need to think in your mind. So, even numbers sum is nothing but n into n plus 1 by 2. Guys, here n is nothing but number of even numbers. Okay. And if n is odd, sum of odd numbers is n square. Here n is number of odd elements. Now tell me, guys, n into n plus, sorry, it's not by 2, guys. In flow, I have written like that, but it is wrong. N into n plus 1. How many even numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 into 5 plus 1 is nothing but 6, which is 30. So see, the answer is 30. 30 into 4 is 120. If n is given as, for example, 5, then sum is 5 plus 3 plus 1, 9, right? So how many odd numbers are there? 3. 3 square is equal to 9. 9 into 4, sorry, 9 into 4 is equal to 36. This is how you need to design the code. So let's design this code and we will see how it will work. So for example, I have taken question number 1 as m is equal to 10, n is equal to 10, m is equal to 4, output must be 20. I will never write like for I in range n comma 1 comma minus 2, like that I will never write. Okay. So loops can be skipped for this problem. What we can easily write is nothing but simply if n is a even number, percentage 2 double is equal to 0. If n is even, I have to find even sum, right? So print simply n star n plus 1. But along with this, I have to multiply with m, he said. So star m is extra. This is for even sum. If n is not even, definitely it must be odd number. So print n star n star m. So I will make this as a high priority. N into n is the high priority, for example. If you carefully observe what is the mistake I did here is, I will show you. I have run the code. What is the output I got? 440. But what is the output we are required of? 120. What is the mistake I did? I will tell you. N is not 10. N means how many even numbers are there. So, in 10 numbers, half of the numbers are even numbers. If you want to find how many odd numbers are there, then n is equal to n plus 1 by double slash 2. Why? Because see, total 10 numbers. It's a even number. So 10 by 2 is equal to 5. But there are, for example, 5 numbers. If n is equal to 5, if you do 5 by 2, it is equal to 2, right? There are 2 odd numbers. No, actually 3 odd numbers are there. That's why you have to do n plus 1 by 2. So now if I run the code, answer is 120. And if the n value is equal to 5, and if I run this code, yes, answer is 36. Now tell me guys, what is the time complexity? What is the time complexity? And everyone please click on the live tab over there so that you can get a small delay between you guys and me. Now tell me, what is the time complexity of this program? Okay, you guys are just listening, you don't want to answer. Cool. So guys, remember, they are giving 90 minutes for 2 questions means you can complete the question in just 10-15 minutes. You can write the code. But it is not the correct way. The actual thing they are looking for is who can write optimized code. Who will write optimized code is the matter. Okay. So here the time complexity is O of 1. So those who write like this, they will get the prime roles. They don't want normal brute force methods. Okay. Let's look into the next coding question. Guys, second coding question you need to be very conscious and I will explain you. Just give me a second. I will write the code first and I will explain you so that you can understand my explanation as well. Okay. So this is the question they have asked in TCS on day before yesterday. Okay. So just look into the next problem. So they have given some keys. So actually in the question they said A is nothing but value 1, B is nothing but 2, C is nothing but 3, and so on. Z is nothing but 26, guys. Okay. So this is we know, right? Alphabets, if you given the numbers, A will reflect as 1, B is 2, C is 3, and so on. Z is equal to 26. See, A means 1, C means 3, Y means 25, T means 20, D means 4, right? Just look at here. With these keys, some original text is coded like this. Then by using these keys, retrieve back the original text. This is the question they asked. They have given a lot of instructions, but I said in a simplified manner. See, these are the keys. With these keys, you have to get back your original text. So, what is the process they have explained is nothing but you have to subtract these keys from each number so that if you get a valid data, then that is your key. What is meant by valid data? I will explain. Okay, just look at here. For example, I take the first key, that is value 1. So if I subtract minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. So I have to subtract the key from the text. I will get the original text. So original text is 27, 24, 31, 31, 34. Guys, tell me, with 27, is there any alphabet? Don't think like a cyclic, okay? A is nothing but 1, Z is nothing but 26. That's it. 27, there is no alphabet. And 24 is Z. Sorry, 24 is X. 31, there is no alphabet. 31, no alphabet. 34, no alphabet. So, with minus 1, which is nothing but with the key A, I can't get valid alphabets. If you don't get valid data, means valid alphabets if you didn't get, then that is not your key. That means alphabet A subtracted, but it is not created alphabets within 1 to 26. So whatever the value you subtracted, the result must be from 1 to 26. Then only it is a valid data. So if I subtract 3, what will happen? If you subtract 3, it will be 25. It will become 22. It will become 29. It will become 29. It will become 32. 29 and 32s are not valid values. So C is also not your answer. Why? 25 subtracted. Answer is 0. 0 means invalid. So if you subtract 4 minus 35, answer is 31. 31 means invalid. So the last but not least T is nothing but 20. If I subtract 20, answer is 8. If I subtract 20, answer is 5. If I subtract 32, answer is 12. If I subtract 32, answer is 12. If I subtract 20, answer is 15. 8 means H. 5 means E. 12 means L. 12 means L. 15 means 0. So the actual code is hello. So the major agenda of this question is, you have a 5 numbers. If you subtract this number from this set of the numbers, the output numbers must be equal to 1 to 26. Once the set of numbers are 1 to 26, convert them to the text. This is what you need to do. Are you guys understood the problem? Please let me know in the chat. Then I will explain you the algorithm to do. How many of you understood this problem? If you didn't understand, please re-watch this video and you can easily understand. Okay. So I am just okay. I hope no one have any doubts. Let's take another slide and continue this. Okay. Yeah, I think if you didn't check it, by default it is in the Python. Don't worry. If all the test cases are passed, it's okay. Yes, Pranav. If you have a rank below 1000, definitely you will have a high chances. Don't worry. You will get a call for either digital or prime. Okay, guys. So, how to do this problem, I will tell you. Just remember. The first input is ACYTD, right? I will store this in a, for example, keyword. And second numbers are list, right? 28, 25, 32, 32, 35. I will store this as, for example, code word. Key and code word. Guys, actually this problem is based on ASCII values, guys. Okay. So actually, according to the computer, A ASCII value is how much? A ASCII value is, sorry, capital A, 65. Capital B, 66, and so on. But according to the problem, A means how much? 1. B means how much? 2. So what we need to do? In order to convert A as a 1 and B as a 2, I have to subtract 64 from each number. Am I right or not? So the first step I need to do is, I will take a for loop and I will write I in keyword. Next, I am writing in a Python. Please understand. You can convert to other programming languages easily. So for I in keyword means I value first will be A. My step is I need to convert into the number. How can I convert? It is very simple. I have to take order of I. If I take order of I and if I subtract 64, so order of I will give you the ASCII value, that is 65. But according to our problem, A value is 1. So I have to subtract 64. So this I will store it in, for example, ASCII. Okay. Next, to make false or anything, I have taken a one flag that is equal to 1. So I have written flag is equal to 1. Next, what I will do is, I have to print output, right? So I will take output as equal to string. Why? Because the final output is hello is string. All are capital letters, okay? Hello is a string. Next, again I will write another for loop. Now I will write J in code word. So what will happen now? Is nothing but J is 28 and ASCII value is how much? Order of I means if the loop is run for the first time, I value is A means 65. 65 minus 4, 64, 1. So ASCII value is 1. What I have to check? I have to subtract 28 and minus 1. So if J minus ASCII value, just look at here, guys. If the output, for example, see here, what is the output? 27, right? 27 means valid or invalid? Valid data is always from 1 to 26. If my output value is more than 26 and less than 1, then these two are called as invalid data. So observe how I am doing the coding. So the limit before 1 and the limit after 26 all are invalid datas. If I get 1 to 26 between, that is called valid data. So I am eliminating the invalids. I have taken flag is equal to 1 first. I will make flag is equal to 0 if it is not satisfied. So if j minus ASCII is less than or is equal to 0, which means less than or is equal to 0 means this zone. This zone means invalid. Or j minus ASCII greater than 26, which means more than 26, it is also invalid. So this range or this range, what I will do is I will write inside if flag is equal to 0. Flag is equal to 0 means it is not a valid key. I will break it. So simply I will write break here. So what will break will do? Break will stop internal loop. So if I take ASCII value is equal to 1, 28 minus 1 is 27. 27 is greater than 26. True. True means flag will become 0 and break is happened. So internal loop will be stopped and it will go to the outer loop. Now I will become C value. Again it will be repeated, and if condition will true at any instant at 32 and it will stop. And y 25. 25 minus 25 is 0. So it is true. So this also will break. This will repeat. And for example, if it is not repeated in the else part, what I will do is I will concatenate output. Output plus is equal to simply character of. Why? Because in the Python, if you want to convert number into character, you have to use character word. So character j minus ASCII plus 64. Why I have written 64? I will tell you. For example, t value is 20. Okay. 20 minus j value is, for example, 28. 28. 28 minus 20 is how much? 8, right? Actually, what is the h value? H value is 8. But according to the ASCII value, it should be plus 64, right? Reverse. So if you want to convert ASCII value to the normal numbers, you have to subtract it by minus 64. From normal number to ASCII value again, you have to add 64. So 64 plus 8 is 72. 72 character is nothing but h. So h is concatenated to the output. So like this you have to write the code. Last but not least, in the for loop I have to write if, when I have to print the output, whenever flag is 1, then only I have to print the output. If the flag become 0, I will never print the output. They have, if they mentioned, for example, if the flag is equal to 0, then you have to print minus 1. For example, if there is no key that satisfies this condition, if they ask to print minus 1, what I will do? In the else part, I will write print minus 1. Is it clear, right? So within the less time, this much we can explain. I can't explain from the elementary level, like what is the order function will do, order inbuilt function will do, or character will do, and how to convert ASCII values to the numbers. I can't teach you everything from the scratch. You need to have little bit knowledge about him. Okay, so the same code I have written here, whatever I have explained so far. So the keys are A, C, Y, T, D, and the code is 28, 25, 32, 32, 35. And the ASCII value order minus 64, and flag is 1, output is empty. And for J in code, I have written if it is less than 0 or more than 26, flag is 0, break. Else, output is equal to character of plus 64. Why I told you why plus 64. If flag is 0, output will be printed. So if I run this code, you can see how output is hello. Right? For example, If you want to write, if there is no code like that, what you can do, you can write else here, and you can write print -1 if they mention. Okay. But if it is written multiple times -1, right? So the else part and if part must be outside. So even after these many iterations, I will write else -1 outside the for loop, which is equal to this one here. Okay. Like this you have to do. Why? Because I have written else part in a wrong block. I can rewrite again outside the for block, and I will get one time -1. It won't run 5 times. Okay. So this is how you need to do the code, guys. And those who didn't get the output or didn't understand, I suggest you guys go to Python visualizer, and you can go to Python visualizer, and you can select whatever the programming language you are looking for and select it, and just copy paste your code and just click on the visualize the execution, and you can get a step by step explanation, guys. See how it will happen. Key A is selected, code 28 is selected, I value is A, so ASCII value we got 1, flag is 1, and if I click on next, it will go to the internal for loop, and once I click on this, if condition J is 28, 28 minus 1 is 27, which is second condition is true, and or condition is there, right? Or means either either left hand side, either right hand side, anything is same. Sorry, anything is true. If condition totally true, next flag is equal to, it will become 0. If flag becomes 0, I did break. Break means it will stop the internal for loop and it will go to the outer for loop. So again, see the control went to if condition, flag is 0, so output won't printed, and again it will go to the fifth line. And now I will become the second key. Like this, every key will fail and output will be reset if the key got failed. And see, for the I is equal to T, hello got printed. That's it. So we will have only one valid key. So that's it. We will get a one output only. Okay. So this is another question they have given. And in some slot, guys, I heard that in yesterday's session, one person got like GCD of numbers or list, and one more question we got like palindromic substring. This is a lead code problem. So whatever the feedback I have taken from the students, I can say like the difficulty of the coding questions are basic to intermediate, not that much difficult. If you practice up to intermediate DSA, you can able to clear up to digital or prime role. Okay, so practice these type of questions, and also we will take the today's feedback and analysis of the questions, and tomorrow again we will come to the live based on the number of topics or any different changes happened and the coding questions in the TCS. And guys who are already completed the TCS examination, please reach out to our team and share your experience, and also share the coding questions with us, and definitely it will help others also, and we will try to solve in the live itself if you guys need. Okay, so That's it, guys. That's it for today's session. I hope you learned something. So please follow us on all our social media handles like Instagram, Discord, WhatsApp, Telegram channels. And the top 3 commenters will get you the free access to our Insta Prime. And use the coupon code KTKMAX to get the maximum discount for our Insta Prime. And last but not least, if you want to practice for the TCS, we are launched the TCS crash course also. You can go through it. And for the Insta Prime users, this is free. And for the who would like to only prepare for TCS, you can directly reach to us like 8448440710 is the phone number, and we are happy to help you with your TCS examination, guys. So that's it from my end. Thank you so much. Please share this video to all your friends and grab this opportunity. Use the coupon code KTKMAX and also get a maximum discount with 200 plus courses with a single subscription. Thank you so much. See you guys in the next video.